everyone, it's your friend Think Noodles, and welcome to Ask Think episode number 77 for Monday, November 25th, 2013. Now, before we get to the questions, you're probably wondering how many comments were on last week's video, and again, I have no idea. The comments system has been transformed with the Google Plus thing, and there is a complete disconnect with the number of comments I see in my video manager, the number of comments that it says on the video, and the number of comments I can actually see. The number of comments on the video was around 3,000 in my video manager. When I click on the all comments, it said like 3,300, and when I looked at them, I only saw maybe 600 comments. All the other ones are gone, and that's whether I do top comments or newest first. There are various theories as of why they disappear or where they go. Someone said if they get downvoted by 2 times, it deletes the comment automatically. I don't know. I looked in my spam area. A lot of them aren't there. I don't know where these have gone. And that's a little disappointing because when I do contests where I say leave a comment on the video and I'll select a random commenter, well, half of them are not even half of that. Only 1/5 of them are there. And that's really difficult and really unfair to you guys. So I don't know if that's an intended behavior that it deletes comments automatically and they just disappear even though it leaves the comment count. I don't really know, but it's making it hard for me to have you guys leave comments with the comment count because those are getting deleted as well. In fact, those are the ones I see the least now. I don't see many guesses on comments at all. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to guess the like count instead of the comment count moving forward. Now, last week we set the like target for you guys to hit for 1,500 likes on this video. I had no idea you guys would come out and give it 3,415 likes as of right now. That is unbelievable, guys. You more than doubled the like target. Now, I'm not going to go and set the like target on this video to 3,000 because that's a bit greedy and you know, maybe you guys were just really pouring out your support on that one video. But let's set the like target. We'll up it to 2,000 likes for this video. Please go ahead and like the video. Let's try and hit 2,000 likes. That would be totally awesome if you guys would do that for me. Now, a suggestion for you guys when you're guessing the likes on this week's video. It seems that if you just put a number in the comments, Google deletes it. So what you should do is post a sentence with the number in it, like, I think the likes are going to be, and then put your number, or the likes should be this, or I am guessing X, like, you know, whatever the number is, likes for this video. So that way Google will see that as a valid comment and not delete it, because if you just post the number, it seems to delete them. So I think that's the best strategy moving forward, and we're gonna keep working on this strategy every week until we get it right. So guess the number of comments on this video, and like I said, last week's video, 3,415 likes. Now, before we get to the questions, one more thing. Please leave your question in the comments below. Remember, only one question per comment, but you can leave as many comments as you like. Also, if the comments on this video are closed, go to the most recent Ask Think and ask your question there. And the first question is a bunch of questions about guessing likes instead of comments, and that we should up the like goal since we broke it. I got all these ideas from you guys, and yes, I will post a cookie in the comments. Can't give you guys a real one, but yeah, guess the likes, and yeah, they won't be dropping the like number. It is very much the same on the video, and my video manager, it's identical, it matches, and that's the way we're going to do it from now on. So a bunch of the comments on last week's video were asking about the winner of the Minecon swag bag giveaway, and yes, the winner was selected, and he is right here. The Gamer Kid wants to win the Minecon stuff and wants me to sign the attendee badge. I've sent him a private message on YouTube, and I will be mailing him the 2013 Minecon bag, and I'll sign the attendee badge if he still wants me to. Chew Haley says, Dear Think, did your wife enjoy doing Ask Think? Yes, she did. She really did. As soon as we were finished recording it, she really said, oh, I want to do that again. I had so much fun. So yes, she really enjoyed it. Shadow Taco says, hey, Think, when my son is done with his homework, me and Mame always sit down in front of the TV and bond watching your videos. Thank you for your efforts to make a family-friendly video. Well, that's great, and thanks so much for your compliments and dedication to watching my videos. I do try and always make family-friendly videos that everyone of any age can enjoy. Adria Norell asks, what kind of toothpaste and toothbrush do you use? I know, weird question, and by the way, I think you don't use mind control, or do you? Well, that is kind of a weird question. I use a Sonicare toothbrush, and I use whatever toothpaste we buy. It's usually, I don't know, some sort of sensitive enamel strengthening type of toothpaste. I don't have a specific one that I really always use, but I always use my Sonicare. Minecraft 2 Unique says, think on Facebook. I invited my friend to look at your videos and he said, who cares? Think Noodles is so rubbish. I was so mad, my anger nearly exploded. I was like, no, he isn't. He's really good. You need to watch his videos. And he said, no, even Sky is better than this. I was so mad. What should I do? Well, I would just defriend him on Facebook. What a meanie. No, just kidding. You know, sometimes people don't like me, and sometimes people don't like Sky, who he likes, and that's okay. It's all about your own preference and who you like. It doesn't matter if your friend doesn't like me. I don't mind, and you shouldn't either. SSJ Prince 5 says, think, you said you lived in India at one point as a child and other places as well. My question is, do you ever take the time to learn the native languages of those countries? And if so, which was the hardest for you to learn? Well, I lived in Indonesia, and that was the only one I lived in as a child. I did go visit my parents in South America when they moved there, but I was in college, so I didn't really live there. Yes, when I was in Indonesia, I did learn the language. It was required at school to take Bahasa. Bahasa Indonesia is the language that they speak there, and it was really easy to learn. It's one of the easiest languages I've ever learned. There's no verb conjugation or differentiation between male and female items. And the vocabulary, I mean, really all you're learning is vocabulary. You don't have to learn, like I said, verb tenses are a really hard part of any language. They don't exist in Indonesian. It makes it very easy to learn, and I was pretty fluent in it by the time I left. And when my parents were in South America, I was taking Spanish in high school when I was in Indonesia, and also when I moved to California. So I knew some Spanish, but Spanish is a much more difficult language. So I guess if out of the two, Spanish was the hardest to learn. Smoothie CP asks, what was your most treasured possession as a child? I may or may not have answered this before, and I can't remember, so that's why I'm answering it now. My most treasured possession as a child was my clown doll, Herbie. And I brought him everywhere, and he fell apart so many times, and I saw him recently, and he is really ugly because he's been sewn back together so many times. Oh, man. Hamster and Bacon asks, why don't you use Final Cut Pro X to edit your videos? Well, my videos aren't advanced enough to really need a Final Cut Pro X. And also, the recording program that I use, I would have to record the videos, then export them, then edit them in Final Cut Pro, and then export them again. The way I do it now is the recorder that I use, ScreenFlow, I record and edit within ScreenFlow, so I only have to export one time. It saves a ton of time. The next person says, hey, the noodliest of noodles, my sister is saying I should play the flute, but my teacher needs a clarinet more. What should I pick? You should pick whichever instrument you like. You know, I'm sure that your teacher needs a clarinet more, and I guess that might make it easier for you to get into band or get a part that you want in the band because you're playing what she needs. But if you like the flute more, you should play the flute, and if you don't like flutes or clarinets, you should play whatever you like. XX Shadow Assassin 24 XX says, when you were a kid and you did not go to school, did you think, yup, they're in math class right now? I do. Yes, I did. I totally would think that if I was home from school and I was like, okay, it's 11:10, we'd be going to trig right now. Ha ha ha, they're in trigonometry or whatever. Yeah, I used to do that all the time. Not saying that I didn't go to school all the time. I meant that when I was sick or whatever, then I would do that because I did go to school. So a ton of questions were about Catching Fire, which came out this weekend. And yes, I have read all 3 books and I watched the movie this weekend and it was awesome. Not a letdown at all. It was great. Epic Panda 334 says, are you excited for the Divergent movie? Cause I am. Yes, I am. During one of the previews, it was the Divergent movie and it looked awesome. I can't wait for March to get here. Hannah Amelia says, since you read such awesome books, do you have any suggestions of what books to read for teenagers? Well, I love dystopian books. I've said it before, like The Hunger Games and the Divergent series, both very, very good book series, entertaining for me anyway. And another book that I've just started reading, it's a trilogy as well. It's the Legend series. And I think the author's name is Wu. I can't remember her first name. But yeah, I would recommend that as well. It's very similar. I mean, it's obviously completely different dystopia, but it's a similar premise, and I'm enjoying it very much. I've only read about 3/4 of the first book. Aryan Vol says, Dear Think Noodles, I'm doing recording and other stuff. I finally found a recorder that works for me, but I have to keep reducing the quality so that it gets to a low file size. I saw you and other YouTubers. Here's my question. How do you have a video with low file size and high quality? Is it due to a compressor that reduces file size but not quality? If so, which one do you use? Unfortunately, those things are mutually exclusive. Low file size means a reduction in quality. That's the whole point of compression, is it reduces quality in places where it thinks don't need high bit rate. So if you start reducing the quality to a very low file size, it starts eating into things that do need high bit rates, and that starts to reduce the quality of your video. So you can't have a very low file size and very good quality. They're exclusive. If you want really, really good quality, you have to have a really big file. Most of my videos are around 2 gigabytes for 20 to 25 minutes. That's about where mine are. I encode my videos at a 10,000 kbps rate, so that's why they come in, and it's at 1080p, so that's one of the other reasons. I think if you're at 720p and high quality, you're probably closer to a gigabyte for 20 minutes, but yeah, you can't really get it much lower than that, I'm sorry. Grace Will says, think I got braces and everyone is calling me train tracks and brace face. What do I do? Oh, that's really hard. You know, I really can't say anything because I got called those names when I had braces too, but I paid them back by having nice straight teeth a few years later when I got my braces off. But yeah, I'm so sorry. Edge Christian says, think will you make another video with Kopi showing her tricks? I will one day. I just have to find a good time to film her and when she's doing something really cute, and I will upload Kopi videos, don't worry. Dead and Abba says, do you think there is a correlation between those who get bad grades and play Minecraft a lot? Well, I think that it doesn't have anything to do with Minecraft necessarily, but people who are kids that focus on the video games and play a lot of video games in general, or even watch television, it doesn't have to be video games, won't spend much time on their schooling and therefore won't do as well in school. Winster Trio says, think random question, are you a good swimmer? I'm a good swimmer as in I can survive by swimming in lots of conditions, but I'm not a fast swimmer. Johnny Holland says, think I can get you to play with Sky. Captain Sparkles and even Etho, all you have to do is get your friends to hook you up with people. So first you get Maximus Black to hook you up with Nooch, then Nooch can hook you up with Husky, he can hook you up with Sky, who can hook you up with Ant Venom, who can hook you up with Captain Sparkles, who can hook you up with Etho. Well, you might be forgetting that I've already played with and know Nooch and Ant Venom, so I could probably skip a few of them to get to Etho there. Dawn says, hey Think, why do you like Club Penguin? Isn't it boring sometimes? No, not really, because I get to hang out with you guys, and that's the most interaction I get with my subscribers usually is on Club Penguin. Donkey Sid BBH is awesome, says, hey Think, is the gold puffle on Club Penguin for members only or for everyone? Unfortunately, it's for members only. I'm sorry if you don't have membership. Mr. Ethan Waldo says, now Think, be honest, how many items have you found with Mantequilla or Goldilocks? If you have found some, how many items in total? I've earned the golden leg, golden 3D glasses, the hamburger, the lollipop, 2 igloo items that I cannot remember. I think I've only gotten the golden 3D glasses, or the gold D glasses, I think they call them, and I got the that igloo item. It's like a lava pit, a golden lava pit, and that's it. They have not been digging very well for me at all. Colin Colgan says, did you get Call of Duty Ghosts? I bet you won't answer though. Well, I hope you didn't bet any money because you would have lost. No, I did not. This is the first Call of Duty I haven't gotten in a long time. I don't know. I'd forgotten to pre-order it and I don't know. I just didn't order it. So the next comments have become very common ever since I started playing with my noodle pack, that the Minecraft quotes say things like, my precious noodle, or give me that noodle, or think noodles for the win, or may I have some noodles, master, and all that stuff. Yes, when you're using the noodle pack, that's what it does. It changes the message of the day on Minecraft, and I've been getting a ton of screenshots on Twitter and everything, and I love it. Sugar Ants asks, what was your first words when you entered the lovely world of Minecraft? Well, you can see it for yourself and hear them yourself if you go to my Think Noodles Tries to Play Minecraft 20,000 subs special. I'll link it in the description so you can check it out. Also, don't forget the raw recording is linked in the description as well, so check that out. But yeah, go ahead and click on the Think Noodles Tries to Play Minecraft, and you can hear exactly what I said when I first entered the lovely world of Minecraft. Princess Gast asks, think I haven't recorded a video yet on YouTube, but I wanted to record a video on me of survival. Thing is, I've already built stuff on that world. Do you think it's a good idea, or should I start from scratch? You should definitely start from scratch on a new world, and the reason for that is people want to see you in the beginning surviving and really struggling. That's one of the most exciting parts of any Let's Play series, is seeing the person start with nothing. I always love that part, and I don't think you should leave that out. Ishin Gamer says, hey Think, how do you do this in Hunger Games? When you click an item on the chest, it goes directly into your inventory. What you have to do is shift when you click, and when you shift and click, it'll go directly into your inventory. Carson the Builder asks, how did you come up with mantequilla? Well, during one of my Hunger Games videos, I was talking about how people said I should, in my comments, call gold butter. But I didn't want to do that because I'm not Sky Does Minecraft, so I wanted my own thing, and it was kind of just, I don't know, I guess, well, they want me to call it butter, but I'm not going to call it butter in English. I'm going to call it butter in Spanish, so we're going to call it mantequilla, and that's how it was born. And I was only going to do it for that one video, but you guys loved it so much that it turned into a thing. I Love Pink and Friends One says, what's the difference between branch mining and strip mining? I'm confused on that. Well, there's not much difference as far as terminology on YouTube. A lot of people call branch mining strip mining, but it's a misnomer. Strip mining is actually is used in real life, and they use kind of like TNT and blow up strips of land, vertical strips. And branch mining is what we do in Minecraft, or what you see me do, but people call it strip mining. But you go straight, 2-block high area, and just keep going straight, and then turn, and you're branching off in different places. It's not really strip mining, but people call it strip mining. Dead End Abbas asks, would you ever consider doing a series on any other game modes on the Hive, like the Herobrine or Trouble in Mineville? I've never played either one, but I would definitely consider doing some of them. Mr. Iron Man Super says, how do you get mods on Mac? Because I think you have a Mac and you have mods. Yes, I do. It's the same process, more or less. I think you just put it in a different directory than those on the PC. That said, it's really hard to add mods to Minecraft in 1.6 and 1.7. I've had a really hard time, or I had a really hard time trying to get Optifine to work with my computer. And it's not just a Mac PC thing, it's just much harder than it used to be to add mods to Minecraft. The Awesome Minecrafter says, Think, why do you always say we instead of I? I'm watching your survival Let's Play and you always say we are going to do this, not I'm going to. I don't know. I think it's because I'm talking to you guys and I feel like you're looking through my viewport just like I am, so I like to include you as we. Dragon Flamer says, hello, Think Noodles. Don't you know you can kill zombies without them spawning in friends? Lava! Yes, I do. You guys may recall in the last UHC, I was trying to do that. and I didn't encounter many zombies, but when I did, I kind of cut a hole and I poured lava through the hole onto the zombie so he wouldn't spawn in any friends. I don't know if you remember that, but I remember that, and that's a strategy I'm going to continue using in UHC specifically because I don't want them spawning in friends. Just one more diamond says, so think, when do you play the game in the background? How many days or hours before the video? It really depends. Sometimes I play it a few days in advance because I'm trying to get a Hunger Games recording in, and I fail, so those go in the background. And sometimes I don't have any of those left on my hard drive, so I play it right before Ask Think. I sub to everyone says, when you rebuild your Hexit house, will you make a fire pit and throw all the fir planks and logs into it as a fir funeral? Wait, fir doesn't need to be remembered. You're right, fir does not really need a funeral, but I think we should burn it all because I can't stand that wood. A bunch of the questions on last week's video were about me doing mod reviews and why did I stop and why don't I do some and which ones they want me to do. I plan to restart my mod review series. The reason I stopped was it just wasn't a series. There was no continuity between episodes and it just didn't work. So I'm working on making continuity and characters and things like that. So it's gonna be a few more weeks, guys, before I figure out what I want to do with the mod review series, but they will be coming back. I know you guys liked the 2 that I did way back in like April or May. They went over really well, and I just kind of let them go because I didn't keep the series going with a progression. And so if I put progression in it and make it a continuous series, I'll be more likely to keep going with the episodes and keep giving you guys the content you want. Video Game Cinema says, on Hunger Games, sometimes you see a block of TNT and there's sandstone around it. Why do you always try and dig up the sandstone? Well, on that map, if you dig up the sandstone, you get a split second where you can right click and there's a chest or a crate underneath, and it has really good items in it. Justin Moreno says, what is your worst type of wood in regular survival? Well, I mean, so far, but I haven't used it at all, I think the acacia wood is going to be the hardest to work with. I may find a use for it, but it is a really odd color. I'm not going to say it's the worst type of wood, but it's a really odd color. And yes, I said it properly this time, guys. Acacia, not acacia. Ayub Dahar says, think you were so lucky with your diamonds on your survival let's play. Can you give me a tip on finding diamonds? Well, I wasn't lucky. It just takes time. And the tips that I have: 1, get all the way down to lava level as low as you can, all the way to bedrock, and then just start going in each direction. That's the first tip. And just spend a ton of time. Be ready to spend a lot of time. That's how I found all of my diamonds. It took me a long, long time. The second thing, get an enchanted pickaxe, whether it be efficiency or efficiency 1, 2, 3, it will help you move more quickly through it. Unbreaking will help as well. The third tip I have is, if you don't have a fortune pickaxe, get a silk touch one. You'll want one of the 2, and use the silk touch one on the diamonds until you have a fortune pickaxe, because a fortune 3 pickaxe can multiply your diamonds by 3. So definitely worth it. RoboCat says, do you like the stars? Not the celebrities, but the stars in the sky. Well, everyone loves stars, but you know, I don't see them very often because it's so bright here in New York that we don't get to see them. Zach Patterson says, think noodles! Why on earth did you steal my bacon bald monkey gummy bear sandwich? Tell the truth, and you can have a bacon noodle bald monkey or cheesy dog frog sandwich. Well, that sounds like a very good offer. I'm gonna keep the bacon bald monkey gummy bear sandwich because it's better than the other 2 you offered me. Connor Sexton says, think crazy people don't know that they're crazy. I know I'm crazy, which makes me not crazy. Isn't that crazy? I'm not sure that's how it works. Ink Fox says, knock knock. You're supposed to say who's there. Say it! Okay, gosh, who's there? Who's there? Whew, okay, all right, next question. Logan Leclerc says, ooh, can I do the outro this time? Okay, go. Logan, good. You're not gonna do it? But you asked. Fine, I'll do it. All right, guys, that's it for this week's Ask Think. Make sure to leave your question in the comments below. Don't forget that we've set the like target on this video for 2,000 likes. If we could get 2,000 likes, that would be totally awesome. Don't forget to guess the number of likes on this video and make sure to leave a sentence with the number, like I'm guessing this many likes on the video. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching, and of course, noodle on!